Mines bring huge changes to communities. There are typically more jobs and more economic activity. There will be increased traffic and the need for new roads, new sources of power, and new housing. A mine also brings changes to the environment and community life. An environmental assessment looks at all the impacts that a mine will have in order to understand how a mine will affect the environment, the landscape, and nearby communities. It proposes ways to minimize potential negative impacts. The mining company puts all this information together and presents it to the appropriate government agencies. In Canada, both the federal and provincial governments have separate laws and offices that review environmental assessments. In the past, big projects often underwent both provincial and federal assessments. In BC, most new mines have a provincially directed process with some federal agency participation. Mining companies often include environmental assessment documents that are very highly technical and thousands of pages long. For example, the environmental assessment for the Kerr Sulphuret's Mitchell mine proposed on the Unik River in northwest BC is 35,000 pages long. It would take a team of technical experts a lot of time to review and understand all the data and figure out what might be of concern. In BC, if First Nations have the funding, they can hire consultants like the Fair Mining Collaborative to review these applications and assist the community with understanding what is proposed. If the mining project is approved, it is issued an environmental assessment certificate. These certificates have many conditions and commitments requiring the mining company to follow the plans they've submitted in the environmental assessment, or requiring that the mining company compare the actual effects the mine is having with the effects that they anticipated. Even though these conditions and commitments are legal requirements, BC's Auditor General has recently found that the Environmental Assessment Office may not follow up to ensure that the mine is doing what it's promised.